Hey everybody, it's Heather Nichols. I'm coming to you from beautiful Mexico. I'm in Puerto Vallarta right now, and this is the Hacienda San Angel, which I highly recommend. It's such a beautiful place. And I came down here a little early. I have a house in La Manzanilla, and I came down to get out of the cold, get out of Dodge, and had booked a different hotel that just gave me so much awareness, and I ended up moving over here. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, is the gift of profit and doing business in a very different way. So profit from a very different perspective, from an energetic perspective, is actually the creation of a future. It's about considering everybody and everything and really creating a future that is an expansion of possibilities and an expansion of consciousness, and that creates more for everybody. And it's actually possible to do that. And I think we can create more for everybody. When everybody wins, and it's a lot of people think that there always has to be a loser. But what if there's a different way of doing things, functioning in life, and doing business? And it was so interesting because the hotel that I was at the first night I was here, you could tell that they just didn't. They were saving money. Like, they didn't really have staff. It was kind of like you get in with this code, and then you have a key code at your outside of your room, and it was always kind of hard to find somebody, and there were just all kinds of really above and beyond that. There was a bunch of really horrible things that happened. Story for another time. But it was really it was very, you could tell they were really trying to save money, and that was what it was all about. Was we're not going to have much staff, and we're just gonna let you into your room, and that's that. And there was even some stuff that happened in the middle of the night that it was a little hard to handle because nobody was really there. So I canceled my reservation there, and I moved here. And this place it's a hacienda. A hacienda in Mexico is it's like a castle. It's like a beautiful gathering, family home, a big family home. And that's exactly what this place feels like, even though it's a hotel. There's so much attention to detail. There's so many people here to take care of you. They want to make sure you have everything that you need. And it actually didn't even cost much more than the place I was at the night before, which is interesting because I was kind of well, maybe I'll save a little bit of money and just stay at the cheaper place, But it was so obvious to me that it did not. It actually created a lot of stress for my body, for a variety of reasons. Not because it was understaffed, but just all the other things that happened. But this place has been so these people are willing to actually do things different. And in these times, everything's AI, everything's hands off, everything's social distance, even though that's not even necessary anymore. It never really was, but it's not it's just very much save a dollar, pay get an AI to do it. And business done, that's going to be a very short-lived, my prediction is that is going to be a very short-lived way of doing business, because people want to be interacting with people. And also, when you are creating something that has a future, that is about greatness, that is about beauty, like this place. It's just so, this is only a tiny part of it, but it's so beautiful. The room is I'll show you the room. The room is just gorgeous. And it's when you have this priority of contributing with every detail, here's the ceiling in the room. It's very kind of castle-esque, it's really, and there's this beautiful balcony over here. Just really lovely space. And So anyway, when you're creating your business and your life from that desire to make the world a greater place, and you're considering everything, and sometimes it doesn't make sense financially, but you know what you're up to energetically, that is being the gift of profit. And when you be the gift of profit, there is such a different reality that gets created from that. And that actually increases the future for everybody. It increases your bottom line ultimately because of what you're being, what you're putting your energy into, and what you're prioritizing. And it involves like actually having conversations with people and engaging with them and contributing to them, and having like going above and beyond and creating the future that you know is possible, that you would like to see, rather than just trying to do business from a standard operating procedure kind of point of view. And when we do that, it grows our businesses in ways that we can't fathom, we can't conceptualize, we can't predict, but it puts an energy into the world that is so, so different. And to me, that's the only way I can do it at this point. I have no interest in like, business to me is not for money. I mean, and yes, it is a way that I create income, but it's not, I don't do it for money ever. Like I couldn't. It would be so, it just would be so boring to me if that's how I did it, and it wouldn't be inspiring enough. I do it because business is a vehicle for getting our creations into the world. It's a vehicle for changing the future. It's a vehicle for making the world a greater place and making people's lives easier. No matter what you do, it doesn't have to be a business of consciousness or, like a direct helping of people. But if we show up in such a way that matches the future that we know and the future we'd like to create, we make people's lives greater and we make the world greater. And money flows into that space. Money wants to contribute to that energy. So that to me is being the gift of profit, and so much more. And I am really excited because I'm going to be doing my next round of the Generative Business Pods, which is a 6-month business immersion program online. And that is going to be the topic, being the gift of profit. I am so looking forward to it. It definitely has started for me from the experiences that I had here in Puerto Vallarta, and I'm so excited to have it in the world. And you are invited. There's going to be there's a limit of 20 people. It's a small, intimate program, a beautiful space where people support each other, contribute to each other, and a lot of ongoing support from me. So you can go to heathernichols.com/businesspods if you'd like to find out more, and join us. It starts on at the end of February 20, maybe the 24th, 25th, 26th. I never remember the dates. And then it goes until the beginning of August. Thank you.